My name is Fatema. It's Ebrahim. I'm 26 years old and I am currently the founder of Valopay. I've lived in Bahrain all my life. I have recently moved back. It's been a year in Bahrain now for me. I've been in the US for about 7 years. I graduated from NYU and my passion was in the PR field, public relations, nothing to do with payments. Valopay was a concept that I came up with my partner, who's currently in San Francisco. We worked together on a couple of education startups in New York. So I was very heavily involved in the startup space over there. And then 7 years later, I moved back here and I realized that most of the things in Bahrain are cash-based for the simplest of things. People will not be comfortable using a lot of their credit cards or debit cards yet. But I'm trying to change that fear and kind of pave the path for payments in Bahrain. So we're one of the first startups that tackles payments, especially for the e-commerce and Instagram marketplace. So we came up with this idea. I don't know, I don't want to sound cheesy, but it was overnight and we decided, we talked to a couple of sellers. It was me talking to a couple of friends who have their own businesses on Instagram and online, and they take cash on delivery, they do 50% down payments. So I listened to all their stories and I realized the solution for this is a website or a platform where you can automate all of that. And e-commerce is big in the Middle East anyways, so I wanted to capitalize on that and do a payments app for it. I wouldn't say there's any competitors in Bahrain right now doing the same kind of thing that I'm doing. There are a lot of people doing e-commerce platforms in Bahrain for sure. I'm kind of doing the payment aspects of it. So it's kind of like a supplementary thing. So in terms of competition, I know that if I had to label it that way as a competition, I would say I would have to compete with a lot of online platforms, but we're in different segments. So instead of competition, I would say that we're actually helping each other without knowing it. So no competitors yet here. There are competitors, of course, in Kuwait and Jordan, a lot of them the UAE, but I think I focus on Bahrain right now because we're still slow in the payments. UAE have been booming and they've been doing a lot of their things already, especially in this field. So I guess I would swing it the other way, like I said. Definitely getting people comfortable to use the app. A lot of the people that have their online businesses or their small SMEs, they're used to getting cash. When you sell anything in Bahrain, it's a cash-based society. Everybody carries cash in their wallet. They have Excel sheets that they fill. A lot of the companies that I know that are home-based, which is a big percentage of Bahrain, the GCC marketplace is online and it's all cash, like I said. So the challenge is getting somebody that's been using traditional tools throughout their life to suddenly adopt a technological one. So they agree with the solution, they like the solution, but it's hard to get them on board to actually finally using it. So I think that is the biggest challenge. So even if you have a good idea, especially in the GCC, a lot of people will say, oh wow, that's a cool idea, I'm so happy that you came up with it. But to get them to actually do the action part is where I'm actually finding a lot of difficulties in. So Valopay, a lot of people get confused. It's not a mobile app right now. It's in a testing phase. So it's a mobile responsive website that works like a mobile app on your phone. So what happens is, say you have an online business Instagram, and you have to WhatsApp your 300 sellers. Let's just say you have 15,000 followers. You communicate with them on WhatsApp, you email them, you call them, they call you, that's a lot of your day. You put all your transactions on an Excel sheet. Then you go pay for a driver, send the driver to go get your product to the seller, get a 50% down payment. So just think about what goes on in the day. And this is for some people, that's a part-time project or hobby. So I told them Valopay can help you eliminate all of that. You log into the website as a seller, you link your bank account to a payment gateway system that we use, who's our partner right now. It's called PayTabs, and they're a originally Saudi company. So what happens is they upload all their products on Valopay, and then our system gives them a code. So for example, a yellow dress is A1, a purple dress is A2. So you take these codes, and it also gives you a link. And then say someone wants to buy something, you just have to send them the code. They go on Valopay, they enter the code, or they click the link. The product would come with all its description, the delivery charge, everything else. The buyer can just fill out the form on there. He doesn't even have to communicate with you. And then you get the email, and then the buyer can actually pay you online or cash on delivery. We still didn't eliminate that option since people are so comfortable. So technically, you've done your job that you do for hours in about 10 minutes. And then all you have to do, so we have sellers that do that on their Instagram profiles or platforms. They actually put the codes next to all their products. So if I want to buy something, I don't even have to talk to the seller. I can just go enter the code, put all my details, and then both of us get an email. And then when you actually make a transaction, it goes to your bank account. So you don't have to even worry about where the money's going or go get cash and deposit it in your bank. And then at the end, the cool part is you have a profile on Valopay, all your transactions are there. If something wrong happens, we also have a database where you can view all the transactions that your buyers have made. And you can also do refunds that way easily. So technically, it's a communications platform between buyers and sellers, and payments is an extra plus. I call it a payments app because a lot of them don't have that, and I think that's what is the cherry on the top most of the time. So I guess that's what's Valopay, if I made it simple enough. PayTabs is our partner. They facilitate all the payments, and they're under a few banks, and they're a payment gateway system that is actually accepted in Bahrain. So they have the license, and they have everything that they do. So legally, we're not facilitating any payments because, of course, we're just a startup. So that's why we actually partnered up with a payment gateway system that's been in the Saudi market, that's going to launch very soon in other markets that I can't disclose. And they're also in Bahrain. They've been doing very well. So yeah, they do the payments, we do the communications. So there's no clash there, and people are very secure. And anytime they wanted to have extra questions about PayTabs and their security, they can always talk to the PayTabs team and feel more comfortable there, and we can facilitate that comfort at the same time. I think with social media, with how the ease of doing online marketing these days and all the free tools that you can use, it's definitely going to be an area that's going to expand year by year. It's not going to get any less, and I think it is the only area that a lot of people have been focusing on. And I think you can be creative too in online marketing. There are so many new things that could pop up every year or so. And I think it allows startups, entrepreneurs, and in general people to express themselves easily and in different ways. I was never like this in the beginning, definitely not. It took a lot of practice, it took a lot of embarrassing moments, it took a lot of meetings where I had to stutter. And there took a lot of times where I didn't know how to frame my personality or what I was trying to do. But I think my best advice is to allow yourself to be stupid sometimes, because that's the way you learn. And two, to network with people who are better than you. Because if you're going to be meeting people that are on the same level, which is great, you can always do group meetings, network that way. It's good to have some friends and some allies. But it's also nice to meet people that are very well versed in a field, and they have more networking opportunities more than you. They know how to do the thing better than you. So it's just you learn more that way, I guess. So I guess it's okay to be scared. I'm a good talker, but deep down I go into my car and I have those moments where I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So keep going. I think a lot of people in the Middle East, they have amazing ideas, but they cave to their own fears and they don't know how to face their own demons. And I think with time, you should be able to do that.